Those Nuggets are just chilling back after wrapping up their series against the LA Lakers. And the conversation this week has been fascinating because I think there's a portion of social media that's getting irritated. And even Charles Barkley brought this up.
What did Charles say?
The day after the series ended with the Lakers, most of the network time, most of the NBA conversation by these media pundits was about LeBron James. Is he really thinking about retiring? When will he play? You know,
we can talk about that all summer long, guys.
When will he decide is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
When will he play?
We understood.
And I understand why it was so annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's so true. Like, the Nuggets deserve their respect. I do want to play a clip from Chris Mannix, though. Because Chris Mannix had something to say about the Nuggets that got a lot of attention today. Here's his breakdown of why they're maybe not getting that type of attention.
The card the Nuggets can play is nobody talks about us. Nobody, spends airtime discussing us, column inches writing about us, because frankly, the Nuggets aren't very interesting. Like, Nikola Jokic is arguably the best player in the game right now, but he's not someone that does a lot of interviews outside of the NBA mandated stuff. You're not going to see a lot of profiles on Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray, great player, not especially interesting. Michael Porter Jr., excellent player, not especially interesting, at least not compared to what we have at the bottom of the playoff bracket, where you've got drama in Los Angeles almost weekly. You've got the Suns. Can they succeed in this first year with Kevin Durant? The Warriors, all their dysfunction this year. The Clippers, can they get it together? The Nuggets' problem is they're not respected. They're just not talked about. People just don't find them as interesting as some of the teams on the bottom half of the bracket. They're just not a compelling team to talk about, to write about, at least not as compelling as some of the other teams I mentioned.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Deuce. I just have a couple things really quick. A player eating a Snickers bar on a commercial, it doesn't make them more compelling for me. It's actually what they can achieve on the basketball floor. Because I don't know if you know, I love basketball. I don't give a shit what commercials they're doing to make me more excited about them. And one other point I just want to get across. I feel like there's some people out there who feel like there's the stars that are like popular top Billboard music. And then there's the other players who are just as good, and it's just as good music, but they're the indie music. They're the music that not enough people are cool enough to even know about, or could find a way to make a compelling story.
So Steph Curry is Beyonce.
Oh, yes. 100%.
Jokic is...
Oh, he is... I don't know any top indie bands.
Why would you know him?
Right.
Yeah, why would you?
Right.
Because they're shoving Beyonce down your throat.
But when there's music people that shove like more indie music my way, I'm like, yes. And so when my whole point of this, when basketball people are finding ways to still push out basketball players that aren't the Beyoncés, that aren't just like always doing all the Snicker commercials, like I'm just as interested and want to know about it. What?
Yeah, but I think it goes to the larger problem with how they cover the game. Like,
You're saying national
What
people?
do the national people cover? ESPN. A lot of times it's the drama because the drama is sexy, right? But I think there has to be a balance to it where the drama needs to be highlighted, but it can't overpower the game.
Yes.
People like watching basketball.
100%.
And but I think sometimes based on this world we live in with NBA conversation and what trends on Twitter and all that, it is the other stuff, right? It's the drama. It's a trade rumor. It's a tweet from a player. It's John Moran on IG. That's all the stuff that is leading the news, right? Leading the conversation.
Okay.
But if you watch the Denver Nuggets, watch a game, how do you not market that? That is basketball how it should be played.
Amen.
You have a big guy in Jokic, who is this giant of a man who doesn't look like he's athletic at all, but does the most marvelous things on the floor. Look at what he did
Utilizing
in Game 4.
his team, his teammates, because it's a team sport.
Yeah, and in Game 4, hitting those shots over LeBron, over AD, where you're just slingshotting up there. He shares the ball. His teammates share the ball. They play hard. They've got likable characters. I'm just spending time on Jokic.
Jamal Murray.
His nickname is the Joker.
And that's great too. But Jamal Murray, Deuce, you think about the way that guy can just go off what he's been doing in the playoffs. I mean, if you just like hoops, if that basketball is in your blood, why wouldn't you want to just sit down and break down tape and write about that? I'd read that shit. I think there's a lot of us that would.
Because the people who shape these conversations on ESPN, they're focused on LA, LeBron.
I love drama too.
They're focused on what's going on with San Francisco, Steph, and the Warriors.
Which and you know what sucks about it? They're like, oh, it always drags in more ratings, more clicks, and it's like, but if you don't ever push out the other shit and even get your fewer clicks, there's people like us, and there's a lot of real basketball fans that are like, this is fluffy bullshit drama reality show stuff, which I love.
But those writers and people covering the game at a national level, Stephen A. Smith, they're not staying up to watch the Nuggets play. Okay, they're just not.
Yeah.
They'll watch him if he's in Philly taking on Embiid and it's forced down their throat. They have to watch it on ABC. They're not paying close enough attention, because if you played close enough attention, you would see that this is a beyond special brand of basketball. Mm-hmm. But then if you want to talk about just storylines, well, stop being lazy. I mean, you talk about Jokic and what he has done, winning the last 2 MVPs, by the way. Michael Malone, who started his career with the Warriors. He left, goes to Sacramento, blown out after a year and a half, has been in Denver for 8 seasons molding this team, and they stayed patient with him to develop this team into what it is. Jamal Murray, who was playing out of his mind in the bubble, right? Torn ACL. Him coming back from that. What he's doing in the conference, what he did in the conference finals, Morgan, 32.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists. He did on 52% shooting, 40% from 3 on 37 attempts, and over 90% from the free throw line. That's 50, 40, 90 in 4 games of a conference finals. That's ridiculous. And the comeback story. Michael Porter Jr., dude.
How many back surgeries?
Like 3 of them.
3.
Oh, and some personal stuff going on in his life. His younger brother got arrested for murder.
Yep. Like, a lot of shit going down. A lot of adversity is hitting, and that is a story. That is something that people want to hear about. And even if it's not going to get you your 2 million clicks that a LeBron article would get, I don't care. As a basketball fan and someone who just loves the game, talk about these people that are winning and have compelling stories. You have the access.
And you're telling me that if ESPN didn't show a little passion behind watching one of those games, instead of like early in the season, hey, the Lakers have lost 5 in a row now. What's going on with Westbrook? If they spent a few minutes talking about, hey, the Denver Nuggets are doing this. The Sacramento Kings, are you kidding me, are doing this. They shape the conversation.
Yep.
They can help change this if they really want to.
Dude, the posts that were coming out after one of those Lakers Nuggets game, where it was like, SportsCenter put out, look at Austin Reeves' reaction after the free throw or something. And someone's like, why aren't we just showing Jamal Murray highlights? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It's ridiculous.
That was very interesting. And you know me, I love drama. But like, this is also something that this league has the best players in the world and the best teams in the world. And you're seeing them perform at a very magical, special level, something that we haven't ever seen before, right? The game is better than ever and it's different. It's evolved. Some people might disagree and be like, I like a post game. Okay, well, great, whatever. This game, the teams that we're seeing at this level play right now, it is something magical that we are all witnessing.